Yo, what's good, guys? Chisha Zed back in here again, man. Want to have a quick conversation with you guys. Hopefully it's quick. It's been a crazy last few weeks, and I've really kept out of a lot of it. Of course, you guys know, you've seen the thumbnail, the situation I'm addressing is like the Fresh and Fit and Abba and Preach drama, right? Which eventually escalated into a lot of other things that I don't think any of us saw coming. I didn't see it coming. I didn't feel any need to get myself involved. I did have people reach out to me and ask me why I wasn't saying anything about it. I had people asked and requested that they want to hear my commentary on the situation. Why didn't I get involved? Plain and simple, guys. I thought that they were grown men and were handling the situation. When I was watching it because here's what happened. Here's the truth. I took a break, for a week. I wasn't producing any content at all, right? So I come back to a video of Fresh and Fit doing an apology to Abba and Preach. That's when I first kind of entered the situation, realized what was going on. And I said, okay, so what's going on here? And I watched the backstory in a little bit and I said, okay, looks like things are getting resolved, or at least I'm on the tail end of things, right? And I thought things were going to resolve by itself, and they had it covered, and that was the end of that, right? And of course, that's when all the different allegations started coming in from different channels, and different people said there was information that was coming out, leaked from people who were on their podcast. And at that point, I also heard a lot of content creators saying things like, oh, you guys don't know the backstory. There's a backstory that you don't know. It's going to come out, and they were going to reveal all this backstory stuff about what was really going on. And I'll be honest with you guys, man, I was as lost as you guys, right? Let me tell you guys something. In this YouTube space, I'm not tied to any large content creators in any way. Like, a few people have showed me love, right? I've had maybe a few content creators show me love. Either they follow me on Instagram or they'll comment on my YouTube pages, which I appreciate, by the way. But I'm not in a certain clique or space, or I'm not behind the scenes of anything. It's just me. I just do videos on RP. Why? Because at some point of my life, I was introduced to it. It changed my life for the better. And here I am doing that for you guys. I'm like you guys. Not too long ago, man, I was watching a lot of these content creators just like you guys, right? Not too long ago. In fact, this time last year, I was watching your favorite content creators. 2 years ago, the same thing. I was watching AMS, Alpha Male Strategies. Let me show you guys something. Bring out the receipts. Right there. Right? This is an Alpha Male Strategies book. It's probably backwards. Alpha Money Strategies. And to be completely honest with you guys, Alpha Male Strategies is the one that taught me he was my introduction to the RP, right? Through my RP story. You can look and search how I became RP aware. And I made a whole video about it at the beginning of the year. I've got more books, man. I've got this book by Alpha Male Strategies. And I'm sure here's another book, Rollo Tomassi, The Rational Male. You know what I mean? So not too long ago, man, I was a viewer. I don't have connections in the background. I didn't have extra details as to what was going on. So as soon as I realized, because first I came in and I thought, okay, grown men have a situation and they're going to figure it out. I did not feel obligated to enter into the situation at all, because a lot of these content creators, like I said, I came up with them and I admire them all. I don't have any problem with anybody. Right? Fresh and Fit, Abba and Preach. I was listening to Abba and Preach before Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit, I was, you guys see me, I was reacting to their videos. And Kevin Samuels, man, Kevin has a whole playlist that I used to frequent when I first got introduced to the RP. Kevin is actually the reason I actually decided to move to Los Angeles by myself. Don't know anybody here, right? But I decided to move to Los Angeles because in one of his episodes, he talked about how a man just needs to get out and move. And that's one of the biggest things a man can do for himself, to kind of like, he has this whole concept of reinventing yourself. And of course, Alpha Male Strategies, even Steph is cold, man. I was a regular listener of these guys. So when I heard this whole thing kind of blowing up, I thought to myself, well, it sounds like people know stuff that I don't, and I'm not going to act like I know something that I don't, and I'm not going to give my opinion because I don't know all the facts. And I'm not that type of a person. If you guys see my videos and see how I interact with people, you know I'm not that type of a person. Did I think that apologies needed to be made? Of course, man. You can't watch my content and think that I didn't think apologies were due, right? Did I think that maybe some people went too far? Yeah. I feel like some people kind of got caught up in the whole drama of this whole thing and stopped being about actually getting to fact, and really just started being about views and people just releasing stuff. Listen, guys, I'm a small YouTuber, right? If I really was that thirsty for content, and this is no offense to anybody who did this, but I could have spent the whole week releasing videos about Fresh and Fit and Abba and Preach and all that stuff. I am not getting on anybody who did that. But for me, views and money are not that important. You can tell by looking at my videos, right? Recently, I've even become more purposeful about doubling down on making sure I'm releasing content that is helping men become better people. That matters to me. Character, it matters, right? My goal, if I want to show, here's my real goal on my page, on my YouTube page. I want to be part of dismantling the idea that men who are RP have to be bad people. There's a stigma attached to the fact that RP aware men kind of just are sleazy and they lack character and all these other things, right? Which is why recently I've been pushing being a good man versus being a nice guy. You can still be good. Character matters, right? Being a man who lives up to a certain code and ethic matters. It matters for me. So just to be clear, I have no problems with anybody in this space, which is why I couldn't really jump on any bandwagon or agree with this person or disagree with this person. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I haven't had issues with anybody. Will that change in the future? We'll see. But what I won't do, because I've learned from this shit right here, is I'm not going to respond to any type of criticism, beef moving forward. In fact, I knew this from observing a lot of content creators in the past, especially with Alpha Male Strategies. Alpha Male Strategies was one of those people who, shout out to Alpha Male Strategies, man. Good man. Follows me on Instagram. That right there made my day. I remember when that first happened. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a bragging right that I used to read these books, and then, you know, he gave me a follow on the gram. Follow me on Instagram, by the way. And shout out to Alpha Male Strategies. But I remember when he first came up in YouTube, he was getting into a lot of drama with a lot of different people, and he would respond. And finally, he made one video that stood out to me where he promised that he would never again entertain beef ever again. You know what I mean? And he kind of just, he took accountability for the fact that the way he did it before was wrong. And he decided he's never going to do it again. And to be honest with you guys, that's how I thought this situation was going to play out, right? I said, okay, this makes sense. They're new to the situation. And in all honesty, I was mostly thinking of how can I learn from this, right? How can I move forward and know that, like, hey, you do not want to entertain beef, act emotionally, and in turn hurt your reputation and your brand. I think it was a learning experience for all of us. That's how I was looking at it, because I wasn't in, I didn't know, right? I didn't know. I was in the dark just like you guys, and I wasn't going to just produce shit just for views. I wasn't going to do that, because I have to sleep at night. and knowing that I'm just producing shit just for views and people are getting seriously affected, to me, that doesn't for me personally, I can't sleep at night doing that, which is why, again, I'm really doubling down on the more positive, still RP, man. I've got this is a Red Pill t-shirt I'm wearing right now. Right here, RP t-shirt. And my goal, again, is to convince, and my goal, again, is to show men that they can live an RP aware life and still be good men, right? There's a lot of confusion in this space with like men being toxic and all this other stuff. And so why did I come on here and make this video? 2 reasons. Number one is to say, going forward, I've learned my lesson from all this stuff, from watching and observing at a distance. Moving forward, you will not ever hear me react to any beef. And I respect any other content creator that really takes this. This is wisdom right here. And now it's been cemented in my mind. No beef, no criticism, as long as it's, they're willing to come on and talk to me about it. Now, what I'm not saying is I'm not, beyond reproach or correction. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not going to entertain drama for myself personally, for my brand moving forward. The second thing is, I hope that you guys saw this and watched the way it played out and learned from it. I think we can all take away a lot of lessons from this specific situation. So what do I think now? Well, I hope the best for everybody. I do. I hope the best for everybody. As far as my content moving forward, I'm going to continue reacting to content that I feel is relevant to my channel. And it's going to be everybody, because so far I have not had problems with anybody, and I really don't know people that well within this space. And when I say that, I mean like bigger content creators. They have shown me love in certain situations, but I can't sit here and make up a situation where this content creator said something negative about me and I heard this from this person. And now, knowing what I know, even if I did hear it, right, I wouldn't do it. I would just probably act accordingly, but I wouldn't do it because I've seen what that can do for not only somebody's brand, but I can see what that can do for somebody's character. 2 things. In the end, character matters. Being a good man matters. And people can't fake that, unfortunately. So everybody can have their opinion, but at the end of the day, time will tell. Time will tell for anybody, right? Second thing is, you are your own man. Think for yourself. Make decisions for yourself. And don't sit there and be a sheep or a follower of anybody, including me, right? Everything I say to you should be taken with a grain of salt. I'm sure most of you already do that. That leads me to my next point. I appreciate you guys very much. Again, my subscribers, I appreciate you guys very much. You are all I got. Your support means a lot. You're all I got. It's just me out here, and I hope I'm positively impacting your life. That's what I care about the most, right? For you to be better, stronger mentally, also physically, for you to be accountable to your actions, the life you're living, for you to be self-aware, for you to be motivated, and for you to not take no shit from anybody who disrespects you. Anybody. Hey guys, as always, leave a comment. I appreciate you guys for checking out this video. Until next time, man. Have a great day. I'm out.
Stay calm.
Peace.
And if you can, please enjoy the show.
I'm a walking Liberty Bell. Freedom ring through my stride. Freedom to be inside and be a slave to my pride and ride away to scream. Man, this love's so serene. I should